Jy kyk na Goeiemôre, good morning, lekker om jou saam met ons te hê. My sportgas vandag is 'n biokineticus vir die Titans, as ook 'n cricketspeler, wie as 'n speler vir die Warriors, border die grens en natuurlik die noordelikes verteenwoordigheid op sy tyd. Laden, Gamiet, Laden, really good to have you with us this morning and thank you for being with us. I think the first thing that one would want to hear from you is, what does your job entail as a biokineticus, kineticist with the players that you look after?
So my job is to get them fit. That's probably my primary job, and to prevent injuries. And then obviously also make them perform to the best of their abilities.
And I mean, I know the batsmen are probably going to hate me for this, but I always look, and particularly the quicks, their bodies go through the most tremendous forces. And when they're in the popping crease and the way they land, etc. How do you actually mitigate all of that? Because they do so much work before the time. What do you guys do to look after the bowlers, for instance?
No, especially bowlers. So with the ground reaction force, you know that about 4 to 9 times their body weight goes back through their bodies. So what we try and do is simulate a certain type of training, specific training for bowlers. And I think in general, all the teachings and everything has become so good that we are now on the right path, and we are decreasing the amount of injuries that happen to bowlers.
That makes my mind immediately go to how technology has changed what you used to do, let's say 5 years ago, to what you do today. Just explain that to me, please.
No, absolutely. One of the good things of the internet and stuff like that is it's become more of a holistic. People share stuff. We are easier in touch with guys from overseas and them with us. So a collaboration of methods and stuff like that has become very good.
I cannot not ask you this question. I think when I last spoke to your boss man, Prof. Jacques Fall, there was something like 67 odd sponsors that the Titans have. It's incredible. What are you guys doing so right there at the moment, as a whole, not just in your department?
No, so that's a very good question. So at the moment I'd say we have 2 or 3 good youngsters who have just played for South Africa now, Dewald Previs, Luandre Pretorius and Corbin Bosch. So what the Titans do very well is we move players onto the national team, and it's all about winning trophies. Prof. Fall will tell you that as well. He demands excellence, he demands winning. And I think last year we won the 4-day competition with the Lions as well. So it's all about winning, yes, but we got to produce South African players as well.
And then, of course, it's getting them in at the bottom and nurturing all the way to the top. And, of course, that's an area where you play an integral role, because they have to learn to also, you can do as much as you like, but the kids also have to do their own training, and they have to look after themselves as well at the same time.
Yeah. So what happens, our technology has moved. Kids nowadays, they're very knowledgeable. They know a bit more. They come in with a little bit more professionalism than we used to, and kids are determined.
The term biokineticism, just explain to us where that originally comes from and what the thought process is, and what made you sort that in the first place?
So the term, the biokinetic term, it's more to do with exercise prescription
and movement
through scientific methods. What made me do it, I did a sports science degree first, but then
where did you swat?
I studied in East London first at UJ, and then I came up to Johannesburg to do my biokinetics degree. So the reason why I wanted to do that, I've always been sort of enthused by sport, and prescribing exercises and rehabbing was probably one of the things that stood out to me.
And as a player, you played a lot of first-class games, more than 60 in your time. How did it affect the way that you played? Because there's not many people with your knowledge who then becomes a player.
So what helped me basically is the playing part makes me relate better to the players when I give them training or recovery or stuff like that. So I don't want to say I understand it a bit better, but it is a bit of an advantage having played and now being the person that prescribes and gives exercises and like that.
So luckily we won the first one-day international yesterday, and unfortunately the 2 big hitters both failed. Do you ever get a chance? I know that you work on the body, I understand that completely, but do you ever get a chance to speak into the mental side of things? I know you've got people at the Titans who do that.
So that's actually a very good question. So what we do is, what we found is when guys are training very well, their skills and their physical side, it actually helps their mental. It helps them relax a bit more, knowing that they did all the work and all they have to do is just follow their processes for the weekend. So mentally, it does help if you're in good condition.
So the principle really is, if I've done all the work, I know what I'm capable of.
Yes.
And because I know what I'm capable of physically, I know what I'm capable of mentally.
Absolutely. They just trust the process then.
I love that thought process. Let's talk lastly, and I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit, don't mean to, but what are your thoughts on where the Proteas are at the moment as someone who is close to one or two of the players who are exactly in that scenario?
I think they're in a good spot at the moment. So you can see what they're trying to do is what they're trying to do at the moment is to regenerate the team by getting in the youngsters like Dewald and Luanre and players like that, because there's a World Cup on the horizon very soon. So I do think getting X-factor players like that is in. I think the coach Shukri Conrad is always forward thinking, and he's always thinking about the next competition and the next thing to conquer. So they're in a good position, definitely.
Lastly, what are the Titans targeted to win this coming season?
If you ask Prof Fall, he'll say all three.
Everything.
Yeah, so we've got to go in with that mind that whatever tournament we play in, we want to win.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you, Laden, for coming in, and keep up the good work there. We're very proud of you guys.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Dis fascinerend om met iemand te gesels wat so naby aan die tipe van scenario is, maar wat in elk geval die storie is as jou breakfastie daarom nou effens beter proe na al daai hare en naels, kan jy ingeskakel bly, want net hierna bespreek Elsa werklik waar interessante dinge, voorkomende radiologie met Dr. Dale Kramer. Dis net hierna, jy kyk na Goeiemôre, Good Morning. Lekker